Welcome to the Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. Only 2 weeks left in the season. Let's get you ready for some football. We've reached the Final Four in all classifications, and the greater Houston area still has 2 teams left standing. Let's preview those 2 in the lineup, presented by Sochil Chips and Salsa. Let's start with North Shore. The Mustangs are winners of 3 of the last 4 6A Division I state championships. The one time they didn't win it, they were knocked out of the semifinals by Austin Westlake, the same Austin Westlake program they faced Saturday afternoon at Rice. Todd Dodge may not be coaching the Chaps anymore, but the machine is still in motion. They are 14-0, with no game being closer than 15 points. North Shore is also 14-0. They've had a handful of tough games, and that may work out in their favor. If they can hang with Westlake for 4 quarters, perhaps that close game experience will pay off in the end. The Mustangs thought they'd be in a tussle with the Atascocita last week, but the North Shore defense was just too suffocating for the Eagles. The Mustangs got a defensive touchdown to start the game, and then just controlled it from there as they won 38-7. This one will be difficult, as Westlake will be the favorite, but never count out a John K. coached team. If North Shore can get a score on defense or special teams, it may turn the tide in their favor. Katy is taking on Austin Vandergrift at the Alamo Dome Saturday afternoon. Katy, much like North Shore, has had a few close games that they've managed to win, just not recently. The Tigers haven't had a team stay within 21 points since week 3. And the vaunted Tiger running attack was in full effect last week against C.E. King. The Panthers did actually have the lead in the second half, but Katy's Seth Davis was just ridiculous in the running game. 301 yards and 6 touchdowns for the senior on the night, and Davis is now only 33 yards away from becoming Katy's all-time leading rusher. Think about that for a second. Since the Tigers have been one of the most dominant football teams in Texas, their backbone has always been a strong ground attack. Saturday, barring unforeseen circumstances, Seth Davis will become the top rusher in that history. Just a remarkable accomplishment for one of the hardest working players the Tigers have ever had. And with Vandergrift keying on Seth, it could lead to big plays for Caleb Koger and the play-action passing game. Look for a big Katy win and another trip to the 6A Division II state championship game.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Crosby quarterback Myles has had a magnificent season with the Cougars this year. We caught up with Myles on the recruiting trail.
My dream school, I would say that my dream school is like Texas, because I'm from Texas. I like the Longhorns, stuff like that. But what I'm looking for in the school, it really don't matter. I'm looking for anybody who just want to give me a chance and put a little bit of hope in me, give me a chance to better myself. This might not even be a skill, but my toughness. I don't back down from no challenge. I have the most confidence on the field. At whatever position, I always feel like I can win my battle, and my one-on-one battle, if I have to win it, you can count on me, you can put the game on the line with me, I can deal with it. My confidence and my scrappiness, I'm gonna go to war every time for my teammates, for my coaches and everything. My freshman year, the new coaching staff coming in, and really, and Coach P and Coach Frick giving me a chance. And I couldn't ask for nothing else. They gave me a chance to show what I could do, and I tried to make the most of my opportunity. No matter what the background is, no task is too big. No task is too big for anybody. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. I'm somebody who got counted out all the time, over and over. So, and I made the best out of my opportunity. And you can look back at it. Anybody can look back at it and say what they want. But I know what I did. I made people proud with it.
With football season coming to a close, it's time to turn our attention to the hardwood. Here are a couple of basketball games to look for in the hype. A nice game going on in IHSS features Washington going up against Yates. Of course, we all know about Yates and how they like to run. The Lions are using that same strategy this year as they hope to tire out their opponents with relentless pressure and constant fast breaks. However, Washington has a very talented team themselves. The Eagles are led by the dynamic duo of Kenneth Lewis and Chris McDermott, who are getting significant college looks. Washington is coming off a regional final appearance last year and are one of the 4A favorites this year as well. At Strake Jesuit, the Crusaders will be hosting Stratford in a non-district affair. Strake Jesuit is led by Jace Posey, the TCU commit and son of former NBA player James Posey. The senior is coming off a 30-point, 11-rebound performance against state-ranked Cy Creek last week. They'll face another tough foe in Stratford, who is led by Rice commit Keanu Dawes. The Spartans are coming off a solid performance at the LCISD tournament, where Dawes was named to the first team. Should be a great battle at Jesuit this Friday night. Last week, our defensive title belt went to Fort Bend Christian. Let's take a look at their performance, plus check in on a previous title belt winner. Fort Bend Christian won the TAPS Division II state championship last week, and it wouldn't have happened without a shutdown third quarter by the Eagles defense. Maximus Granville came up with 2 big sacks, and Fort Bend Christian got a huge interception as they kept the Eagles offense on the field for a 42-30 win. This week, North Shore needs to make a run at the defensive title belt if they hope to knock off Austin Westlake. The Mustangs will need big plays from Jacoby Davis and Javen Anderson in the defensive secondary to keep the ball out of the Chaps' hands. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school sports content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope we got you warmed up for all the action.